There we go, we're recording. Hello YouTube, I hope you're doing well. Definitely didn't forget to start the recording. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I don't know much about the game. I just know it's like, what's the word? It's like a detective-like game. You take notes, and you're figuring out stuff. That's basically all I know. It just looked cool, and I needed something to play. So now we're here, and you know me, I like games that make me take notes. So now we're here. I think this game also came out like this year. I think it came out in like January or something. Oh, you'd love Blueprints. I should have done this. I played Blueprints for a little bit. I think I might need to give it another shot. I was getting really, because Blueprints is very much like that kind of game where it's like you got to take notes and figure out more about what's going on, like how to better progress and stuff like that. And the issue I was having with the game, and it's my biggest issue with it, is very much like that RNG factor to it. Still a really cool design, like game, like mechanic, but it definitely felt like, oh man, I've done a few runs now and I don't feel like I've done anything. I think that's my biggest issue with the game. And also, I won't lie, I was playing it, I accidentally hit new game, and it doesn't tell you, it doesn't give a pop-up like, hey, are you sure you want to do this? It just resets your game. And I was like, well, alright. I guess that's it. Also, this was like a few months ago, like when the game first came out, I think. Like, it doesn't give you any warning, any pop-up, it just resets your game. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, alright, I'll go play something else. And also, that was also by the time I was kind of like getting a little bit tired of it anyways. Like I think I was burning out. But maybe I'll give it another shot. Who knows? I'm not opposed to it. Because I guess it only has one save file, which makes sense, I guess. But yeah, it just wiped it off the face of the earth. I'm like, oh, okay. If you say so. But it was fun. Worth revisiting for sure, but trust me, everything is worth writing down. Oh yeah, no, I remember. It was fun. Don't get me wrong. It was fun. I think I was just getting to the point where like I said, where like the RNG was starting to like weigh me down. And maybe I was just playing the game like too much. I don't know. I don't even think it's that. I just think, yeah, I think the RNG was kind of weighing me down, and I was kind of just getting tired of it. So maybe one day I'll go back to it. We'll see. Like I said, not opposed to it. And that's not me saying the game is bad. The game is great. The game was a lot of fun while I was playing it too. Very interesting. Reinstating my stream streak that broke for no reason. I'm always here. It might have broke because I was off, like there were no streams for like a full month, so maybe that's why it broke. Also, yeah, hi Nate. Yeah, I think that's the only logical explanation, because yeah, you do kind of just live here. So I think that's like the biggest reason why it could have broke. Did I never switch the Oh no, I did. I just have it paused on my screen. That's fine. But no, yeah, I love detective games slash like these kind of note-taking games a lot. I mean, we played Lorelei like back in February. I think it was January and February, but you know what I mean. Which I took a lot of notes in that. And then I remember taking notes when playing like the Zero Escape games, which are also great. I also took notes while playing Blueprints as well. So we'll probably be doing the same thing in this game. I'm always looking for more games like this. I always am. I just like these kind of games. Yeah, because I think like the biggest, I don't know. Oh, Piano, I probably already told you this, but I've been playing Virtue's Last Reward for the first time. What the fuck? None of these idiots are normal. How are they worse off and more crazy than 999's idiots? Great question. I don't... you're right, they are kind of insane. And I don't know. I don't know why. They're kind of just built like that. Yeah, exactly, Lee. Loved the mystery. Exactly. Also, Virtue's Last Reward is great. Why does Pop-Up have that photo of her? Oh boy. Virtue's Last Reward, those games are really good. Cause like, I haven't played those games since like, oh my god, since I was like in high school. So like it's been a minute, but man, I like those games. Also, I'm making quesadillas, and should I cut up green onions or put a normal onion into a pan and fry it some? Ooh, I mean green onions are always gonna be good. I think it's up to personal taste in that case. I haven't had a quesadilla in so long, Jesus. It is a tough decision, it's true. I'm trying to think of like other games that I've had to take notes in. Piano, you go crazy for AI the Somnium Files if you haven't played. I played the first one. I don't remember taking that's not really a note-taking game, but I did like that game is like because that's what I was referring to. But no, I've played AI the Somnium Files like the first one and I liked it. It's good. I haven't touched the second one or the new one, whatever it's called. Like No Rest for whatever his name is, Kaname Date, something like that. No, Somnium Files is great. Good game. No Sleep for Kaname Date, yeah. Yeah, second one's Nirvana Initiative, and third one is No Sleep for Kaname Date, yeah. I'll play him at some point. Because I literally don't know anything about the sequels, like, at all. I've seen like 1 or 2 images and that's it. Yeah, I'm like I said, I was trying to think of more games, like like detective like games that take notes, and honestly, I don't have many. Like ones that make you take notes like in real life, you know what I mean? Like not just like, oh, you find something and it appears magically in your in-game notebook, like not that. Because if we're just talking detective games, then I'm gonna bring up LA Noire. Because I do like LA Noire. I haven't played it in like years, but I do like LA Noire. Real shame that game never got a sequel, and probably never will. I think it's insane that it got a VR version of it before getting a sequel. I think it's insane. I don't know why it didn't. I don't know if maybe it didn't perform well or something. I don't know. It's a shame though. I think it was a Rockstar game, too, or it was like a Rockstar published. I don't know. You know what? Let's look it up. Hold on. We're here. Also, I need to open. I forgot to. Hold on. I forgot to put chat on my phone. Hold on. I forgot. Hold on. Okay. Let's look it up. Let's see. Why didn't LA Noire get a sequel? Let's see. Why not? We got time. Wait, do we have time? What time? We got like a few minutes before we hit the 20-minute mark, and I should probably start playing the game. Why did LA get a sequel? Wow, I don't know how to spell. Let's see. Yeah, sure. I guess this article's fine. Let's see. Let's see. Team Bondi and Rockstar Games invest. This is an article from Game Rant from 2022. Rockstar Games' investigative action game title pushed the boundaries for motion capture and made full use of its pitch-perfect open-world rendition of Los Angeles in the 1940s. Successful release both critically and commercially. Yeah, okay, I just want to know what happened. It was first announced in 2005? Wow. Wasn't released until 2011. Wow, I didn't know that. After the game was launched, rumors and accusations around unsustainable and toxic working environments, high staff turnovers, and even verbal abuse. Jesus Christ. DLC was still released? I don't remember that. Oh yeah, I guess it did have DLC. I've never played those. Members of the original development team even worked on LA Noire: The VR Case Files, which launched in 2017. But despite these efforts to continue the game's post-launch life, a sequel is nowhere to be seen. Yeah, the original company doesn't exist anymore. It was entered liquidation. Jeez. Oh my god. I didn't know this. I didn't know. Oh my god. Alright, well, unfortunate. Not ideal. Not great. You know, here's a wild idea. Maybe treat your employees well. Maybe that's a crazy idea, but I think you could just treat your employees well. I don't think it's that hard. What if you? Oh my god! All right, let's. It's been about 20 minutes. I think we can now transition into the game. Let me put out. Oh god, I was gonna find an image to post with the Bluesky post, but I never did. I don't care anymore. It's just gonna be a link with nothing. There. All right. Okay, so this is the Roottrees are dead. Like I said before, I don't know what's going on here. In terms of settings, I already messed with this stuff. The only one that I was looking at was this one, which is displays a number on evidence that indicates if there are more leads to track down, which if you disable it increases the difficulty. I'm probably gonna leave this alone because I feel like if I enable this or like disable it, bad things will happen to me. So we're gonna leave it. Yeah, we would be here forever. Okay. New game. What the fuck? Roottrees Mania? You know what? Don't worry about it. Oh, the Roottrees are loading, if you can believe it. Is this game gonna dox me?
The plane that crashed last night just outside of Pittsburgh is now known to have been the private jet of the Roottrees Corporation. Local aviation authorities have speculated, based on the pilot's final communication, that the winter storm and heavy winds played a significant role in the crash. On board were multiple family members, including corporate president Carl Roottrees and his daughters, the Roottrees sisters, best known for their fashion lines and modeling careers. There were no survivors. Again, for those of you just joining us, the Roottrees are dead.
Hey, who are you?
I know it's late, but I'm guessing you've seen the news. In addition to dealing with the grief, the Roottrees company's lawyers are scrambling. Everything's about to change. Anyone proven to be a blood relative is about to get much richer. I'm here to ensure everyone is accounted for. I've heard you're an expert at sorting out complicated family trees. A genealogy genie, as it were.
Yeah, I guess that's what they call me.
I'm going to give you a quick test. Pass, and I can promise you the job of a lifetime.
Okay. Complete the family tree of the Roottrees sisters. Siblings are in birth order, oldest to youngest. We gotta examine the evidence, search the internet, fill in the names, fill in the occupations, and fill in the photos. Oh shit, sleuth, baby! Alright, sorry. Okay. my god. What? Got milk picture? What are you talking about? The person who hired you gave you this photo with a note attached. This was taken during the shoot for the Roottrees sisters' Got Milk ad. I've tracked down a test photo from before they painted the fake mustaches on, which I thought would be more appropriate considering the circumstances. The ad's copy reads, "You might recognize our faces from the magazine you're reading, or you might recognize our name from the candy bar you're eating. Being a Rootree is a full-time job, but so is growing up. That's why the calcium found in milk is so important. Plus you can't make chocolate without it." Okay. Sure, I guess. I guess that's true. Oh my god, a list of names? Yeah, drink your milk, baby. This list was provided to you by the mysterious person who showed up at your door. You'll need it to fill the family tree. We just opened our door? Okay, so here's the Rootree list. Okay. Jesus. Right, so we just need to find the sisters from oldest to youngest, as well as... Oh, I guess one of them has a spouse. Okay. We can search the internet. Oh my god, okay, cool. Welcome text. Welcome to the information superhighway. Thanks for purchasing a new Cashew PC. Awesome. Your PC is equipped with a 56K modem. Wow. Which is fast enough to access any site on the World Wide Web, even those with high-resolution images. If you find anything interesting, be sure to print it out with your included high-end color laser printer, or burn a music CD to listen to later. If you want to revisit a search result, be sure to use the Netscape Explorer's new History feature. Happy surfing, and remember, Cashew PCs are delicious. Cashew PCs are inedible. Do not try to eat your computer. Yeah, okay. Oh, it's 1998. Okay. Good to know. We got any notifications? Notifications. Oh, what did I just press? Jesus, please. Okay. Okay. Internet. Oh, boy. It's handshaking. It's preparing. We're connected, baby. Oh yeah, I'll spider search. You can create notes quickly by highlighting text with your mouse. Okay. Roottrees. The first few pages are filled with news results about the plane crash. Besides that, there are countless advertisements and conversations about the various products made by Rootree Candy Company. Most articles mention Carl Rootree, who was the president of the Rootree company. His daughters are also eulogized, collectively referred to as the Rootree sisters. They've been famous from a very early age. Okay, so let's do the Rootree sisters. Okay. There are a lot of obituaries that focus on the Rootree sisters' modeling careers. You also come across an unofficial Rootree fan site, seemingly curated by a teenager. It's neon pink with purple text and hard to read until you highlight the words. The young webmaster writes, Reina is the most famous because she's the oldest and got married to TMS. Okay. So Reina is the oldest. So do I have my own like notebook in here? Hold on, let's see. Highlight. Oh yeah, I do have a notebook in here. Cool. Okay, cool. Yeah, so Reina's the most famous because she's the oldest and got married to TMS. Riley is the smart one. I don't know if I need this. And Rose is the middle child like me. Okay. Big fan of this teenager. Yeah, they know it. Yeah, they get it. Very passionate about their work. You might think they're rich just because they are models, but their dad is also the president of the candy company, and their mom, Brenda, is a fashion designer. Okay. So, I guess I'll highlight this just because, and Brenda's a fashion designer. Okay. I eat Roottrees candy all the time. My favorite are maple crisps, and try to dress in plaid. Plaid root, okay. Clothes like Riley does in most of the posters. Someday I want to get my ears pierced like Rose. Okay. The website's author continues to talk about her own life and what she likes about the Root fashion lines, but none of it is relevant. All right, but here's the more important thing to look up. Nintendo. Fuck. What's the point? Mario. Let's see, it's 1998. No. I don't know. There's no Mario on here? Cool math games. Alright, no, they don't got it. I guess it wasn't here yet. Alright, guys, we tried. We tried. Papa's Pizzeria. Alright, whatever. I just can't have a break, I guess. I guess it's just not for me. Like, come on. Okay, let's see something. Oh, I need pictures. How do I do that? Oh, I didn't know that's how that worked. Okay. Oh, I see what's happening here. Okay, hold on. Where's my notes? Yeah, I'm missing something. Hold on. Because they mentioned it was mentioned on that page. Hold on. Okay, yeah, I need this stuff. Okay. Because that describes who they are, which I need. Okay. I think we have all the information. So the oldest one is Raina? Or what was her name? Hold on. It was Raina. So Raina Roottrees. Okay. The middle child was Rose. Yeah, middle child is Rose. Riley has to be the youngest. What? Oh, okay, so that's not her legal name, maybe? Hold on. Let's see. Roottrees is not as popular as her older sister Raina, but still very well known. Most of the time, they're lumped together as the Roottrees sisters. Unfortunately, the results for Rose by herself don't lead to anything different than when searching for the sisters together. If someone isn't in the list of names that your employer provided, doing a deeper dive on what you learn about them will often lead to additional discoveries. A good research tip is to make note of any brand names, books, product lines, or magazines that you don't recognize and search for them. Okay, so let's look up Root. Okay, Root brand. No. Oh, Roottrees always has a period after it. Okay. I can work with that. Okay. The period is part of the name. Is a clothing company. They make clothes for children from toddlers to teenagers. Although their website is down like they do to increase web traffic, you find countless retail sites attempting to advertise their clothes towards the target audience. One of them has this to say: "You've spied the Roottrees sisters looking hella fly on catalogs, magazines, and posters. Now you too can be like Riley, Rose, or Raina." You also come across... did I just spell the name wrong, maybe? I don't know. Oh no, it's literally not on here. Interesting. Oh, is her... Oh yeah, it says it right here. I should have just kept reading. Head designer appeared on one cover holding her daughter Rose in 1985. The site says this was the only time her daughter was ever listed with her birth name, Carly Roottries. Okay. Got it. Okay. So Carly. Should have just kept reading. I should have committed. Okay. And then the youngest one is Riley. Okay. Oh god, we need occupations? Okay. Do we have that listed, maybe? No. Oh, TMS. Hold on. Let's find names first and then I'll break it down from there. TMS? TMS is a common abbreviation for early 90s teen heartthrob Tommy Mark Sheridan. His first credited role as Thomas Sheridan was on a soap opera called Time Marches Onward. He skyrocketed to popularity after his starring role in the sitcom Brother Trouble. Since the end of Brother Trouble, he has often been on the cover of tabloids for his supposed drug use, and more recently his relationship with Raina Roottries. After a short engagement, they married in 1997 when she was only 19 and he was 23. Okay. Oh, I just realized I have a history. Hold on. Yeah, whatever, it's fine. Did I talk about their jobs anywhere on here? No, it doesn't seem like it. I guess are they all models? They might be. They might all just be models. Yeah, they're models. Okay. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, I think they're all just models. Okay. Oh, right, and... Oh god, what was this? What was the dude's name? I already forgot! It's like Mark Sheridan, something like that. History. Yeah, here it is. It's Tommy. Yeah. Oops. I'll just highlight this just because. You never know. I'll also highlight the... Yeah, look, we can come back to it if we need to. Let me highlight this, just in case. Because I don't know if it asks for like when they were married or not. Okay. So it's... Tommy Mark Sheridan. Okay, cool. No, it doesn't. Okay, well, that's fine. Yeah, so it's Tom... Well, that's not good. It's Thomas, that's what it is. Okay, there we go. Okay. And then this is where we need to figure out who each of them are, like picture-wise. So based on the notes, hold on, it's not what I meant to click. This one. Riley is wearing plaid, and Rose, or Carly, is wearing earrings or has her ears pierced. So this one is Carly. Riley is the one who wears plaid, right? Yeah. Which means, oh, I think this is plaid. And so that means that this one is right. There we go. Let's go! Booyah! Were you just waiting out there?
Sorry to test you, but I had to be sure you could use the internet. Some folks refuse to get with the times. Safe to say, you're hired.
Cool.
The reward for untangling the family tree is substantial. Life-changing, even. But here's the catch.
Oh, yeah, of course there has to be a catch.
The Roottrees go way, way back. The family tree's a bit daunting. Most people freak out the first time they see the whole thing. But I'm sure you'll be fine.
Yeah, I'm built different. What do you mean?
The man who started it was particular about whom he considered family. For your purposes, you only need his direct blood relatives.
Oh, okay.
Anyone related only by marriage is optional, but filling them in can lead to useful discoveries.
Oh, I'm sure.
Lastly, you now have access to some unique websites, plus a list of notable Roottrees. Notable people are easy to find via your search engine, and marked with stars on the family tree. I'm off for now. Carl Roottree had a lot in his office. I'll look for anything useful. I'll return once you identify 6 more blood relatives.
Okay. Wow. Oh, who?
Sorry, one last thing. This might sound odd, but if anyone else claiming to represent the Roottrees reaches out, I'd appreciate you not mentioning I was here. Thank you, and good luck.
Well, good news. I don't know who you are, so so you know, don't worry about it. Also, wow, this is a lot. Okay, so the stars are notable people. Salute! Okay. Okay, so before the person who hired you returns, yeah, we need 6 more. Every time you find 3 additional blood relatives in the family tree completely correct, name, occupation, portrait, they will be locked in. All non-blood relatives and small portraits are optional, but placing them in the tree helps remove extra names and photos. Okay. Okay. Top secret. You can open this envelope after the whole family tree has been filled in. It has 2 names that must be typed in manually. The clues are obscure, have been intentionally hidden in the past, and may even require some leaps in logic. Try to keep an eye out for any inconsistencies. Oh my god. Oh my god. Great. Oh, great. Okay. Let's just take this one step at a time. Right? Okay, so it still does, like, I don't know if this only applies to the sisters or not, but oldest to youngest, maybe. Probably still applies. Yeah, but siblings are in birth order. Okay, cool. Okay. Oh, okay, so this, right, so their mother was, yeah, I'll just do the parents. The mother was, oh, I don't have it written. Of course I don't. Why would I? Why would I have it written, right? Why would I? The Roottrees sisters. Let's see. It's Brenda. Oh no, I guess I did. I just, I don't know how to read, I guess. But Brenda White, maybe? Let's double check that. Hold on. Let's see. Okay, maybe just not Brenda. Maybe we should be a little more specific. Brenda White. Really? He stumbled across an auction for a black and blue dress that's a Brenda White original. The auction describes it a vintage dress from before Brenda became Brenda Rootree and started designing clothes for Roots. Hey guys, is it black and blue or white and gold? Really cool. Okay. Wasn't expecting a fucking black and blue black, like the dress being black and blue or white and gold reference in this, but that's awesome. Okay, so this is Brenda White before, because that was her name before she became Brenda Rootree. You were able to add bonus photos. Okay. The father. Oops. God, I'm hovering over the wrong things. Okay, hold on. Can I literally just do this? Brenda White husband? No. Alright, well, I tried. Let's go back to Rootree Sisters. God, what was the name of the company? Rootree Candy, I guess. Hold on. Oh wait, what are these periodicals of magazines and newspapers? A public library. Oh my goodness. It's Rootree Candy. Mix it with the recent news of the plane crash. There are a lot of results for Rootree's extremely popular candy products. Their official website is unstable due to the traffic it has been receiving. However, you find a direct link to the history section that manages to work momentarily. I'm going to highlight this immediately. Oh, I should be labeling this like way better. I just know this is gonna get messy real quick. I know these notes are gonna be fucking worthless. You know what? Fuck it. Whatever. Maybe I'll organize it later. If it really becomes a problem, I will organize it. Okay. So they owned so it was founded by Elias Rootree shortly after he married his wife Gwyneth, whose family owned a small farm called the Anderson Maple Farm. For reasons that aren't explained on the page, it has no CEO and no stockholders. Instead, it's run by a president with input and votes from extended family. The site does mention that every president has been a direct descendant of Elias and Gwyneth, including Carl Rootree, who, despite his death, is listed as the current president. Right, so that's the father. It's Carl Rootree. Let's do this. Okay. The products that put them on the map were 5 pieces maple candies with 5 different flavors that are dipped in a crispy, crackly candy coating. Since then, they have branched out to countless other products, all of which incorporate maple in some way. Their sister company, simply titled Root Period, specializes in children's clothing. The primary models for Root are the Rootree sisters. Okay. Okay, so we know who now. So it's, what was it? Carl Rootree, because it says their dad is also the president. The president is Carl Rootree. Okay. I don't know, president? Oh God, do I need to know which president? Oh Lord. Oops, I keep hovering over the wrong thing. How am I gonna look this up? I guess I can just look up Carl Rootree, right? Carl Rootree died in the recent plane crash along with his wife, Brenda Rootree, and their daughters, the Rootree sisters. He was the president of the Rootree company as well as the clothing company Root, which he co-founded with his wife. There is a short press release that the Rootree company released today to news organizations. December 6th, 1998. It is with a heavy heart that we mourn the loss of Carl, Brenda, the Rootree sisters, and the other employees that perished in the terrible tragedy. The entire Rootree family is in shock and requesting privacy at this time. As the head of our company, Carl was an incredible man and an unmatched leader. Filling his absence will be difficult and may take considerable time. In the interim, we hope that you join us in looking back fondly on Carl and his family's triumphs and accomplishments. Oh, that's true. He's the current president, so I guess it'd just be the highest number, right? That's true. They go into list some of those accomplishments. One of them seems relevant to your search. Like his great-grandfather before him, Carl earned the highly prestigious Watchman of the Year title. I don't know how... Okay, I'll just highlight this, just because it's probably going to be important at some point. Okay. I don't need to close it! Okay. Yeah, that's true. It's probably just the highest number, is what I assume. And then let's look at this. Oh boy. The Rootree sisters and their parents died in a plane crash on December 6th, 1998. The next evening, a shadowy figure appeared at your door and said the lawyers were looking to sort out the family tree. After a quick test, the figure gave you access to some resources. This included a list of notable Rootrees who they said would be the easiest family members to place. They said they would return in the time it took to fill out 6 more blood relatives. Okay. Oh, okay, so these are the notable ones. Carl Rootree, who we're filling out right now, I believe. Elias and Gwyneth Rootree, who are the original founders. Gwyn Rootree, Red Rootree, Jim Rootree, Lauren Rootree, and Miracle Jr. Okay, that's... Where's Miracle Sr.? Is he here? Is he here? My star notable Rootrees will be crossed out after they are verified and locked. Okay. Fucking Miracle Jr. That's awesome. 11. Intuition. You've been in this line of work a long time. So long, in fact, you've developed a sixth sense for how useful your evidence can be. Numbers in the magnifying glass refer to how many clues are connected to a specific piece of evidence. The higher the number, the more there is to find. Oh my god. I started to search the notables list sets off alarm bells. A list of famous people that you can find via search engines. It's pretty rare to get something that useful. Best take advantage of it. As you progress, these numbers will change whenever you find more evidence or lock in family members. New discoveries will be added to the list and old evidence will become less useful. Trust your intuition. If a piece of evidence seems too good to be true, take a closer look at the people or phrases it mentions. Often, the most satisfying revelations come from retracing a path you thought was fully explored, armed with a new perspective. Sometimes the reason certain evidence is such high value is because it can lead to finding more evidence. You may be missing a huge piece of the puzzle. Oh man! Oh, so there's 5 flavors that are relevant to the 5 kids. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Interesting. What was I doing? Oh, I need a picture of Carl Rootree. How are we gonna do that? Oh, we might made it from like a periodical, maybe? Oh god, I don't know. Carl Roottrees. Fuck. Oh, I don't know any of the names of the newspapers. Am I supposed to? Yeah, because I don't think we have any pictures here. There's no images. Oh, what if we look up Watchman of the Year? I don't know where he would have earned that. Would that be a periodical, maybe? I don't know. Let's see. Hold on. No. Okay. Let's see. Hold on. Business Watch. That's what we needed. Focusing on company CEOs and the economy. Okay. Around for over 100 years in one form or another, and will often write about major changes in management at famous companies. Every year they offer an award to a prominent businessman who has furthered the field. They call this the Watchman of the Year. Yeah, so it was... Yeah, 2 Roottrees have been. It was Elias and Carl. Okay, so now we go here. What was it? It was like Business Watch? What was it? Fuck, I already forgot. Oh, it's there. Okay, cool. Oh, we're printing a JPEG. Cool. Was voted Watchman of the Year in 1987 for his work with the Root. The cover and a summary of the article have been added to your evidence. Beautiful. There he is. Okay. There's something wrong with this. I thought it was supposed to lock. Yeah, I'm trying to see if there is a way to figure out which one he is. Carl Roottrees was voted Watchman of the Year for a photo of him appears on the cover. His ongoing coverage of who's who in the corporate world. Carl was chosen not for his work at Roottrees Candy, but rather a clothing company, Root. There's a brief history. Before they married, Carl's wife Brenda was a fashion consultant. When Raina was born, Brenda retired to become a stay-at-home mother. Looking for a creative outlet, she spent any free time she had at the sewing machine. Raina's new clothes were a hit with other parents, including Carl's cousin Jim Roottrees, a notable singer who had a young daughter around the same age as Raina. Word spread. By 1982, Brenda's patterns were being copied by other brands. Seeing the demand, Carl and his second cousin Ernie Jr., who had just become president of Roottrees at the time, spearheaded Root. Other blood relatives who have a say in the company's finances refused to fund anything other than candy, so Carl personally spent his entire inheritance to bankroll the clothing company. When the profits began to appear, however, the rest of the family changed their tune. They repaid his investment, and now Root exists under the umbrella of the candy company, and they all benefit. Per tradition and perhaps superstition, new clothes always debuted the way the first ones did. Raina became their catalog's cover model. As she grew, the product line expanded to older kids as well. Her younger sisters were then recruited to show off the baby clothes. Okay, and then he was voted Watchman of the Year. Interesting. Okay. Okay, hold on. Let's see something. History, Carl Roottrees, real quick. Yeah, it just says he was president of the Roottrees company. Not, I would assume he'd be the most recent one, which would be the 5th, I think. Oops, I don't know how to spell. Interesting. How about Roottrees president? No. Something is wrong. And I don't know what it is. Because this is a picture of Carl Roottrees. His name is Carl. So he's not the president. Again, maybe he's the 4th? Maybe. But I thought I put that. Oh, I see. No, okay, hold on. Every time you get 3 additional blood relatives in the family tree completely correct, they will be locked in. So I think I need to get 3, and then those 3 will lock in. So that's what it is. So maybe he is the 5th. And then the cousin, whatever his name was, I should have highlighted it. I don't know why I didn't. It was in the periodical. Yeah, Jim Roottrees, yeah. Hold on. Get away from me. It would have been Ernie. Second cousin Ernie Jr. So before Carl, it would have been Ernie. Yeah, there are multiple cousins. Yeah, Jim Roottrees, the notable singer. Carl's cousin, Jim Roottrees, a notable singer who had a young daughter on the same age as Raina. Oh, I already know this is gonna get so messy. I already know. Okay. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. You know what? Let's keep it simple. Let's do the founders. We need to do this step by step, or else we'll get so overwhelmed that we'll never get anything right. So let's do these 2. Okay, so we're gonna do Gwyneth and Elias. All right, we know his name is Elias. We know their names at least. It's Elias. I don't know, founder? Well, he's probably the first president, right? And then it's Gwyneth. Oh, are they? There are multiple Gwyneths. I don't remember what her name was. Oh, was it Anderson? How do you remember that? Oh, we have pictures of them? Do we? Actually? I don't remember that. When? Oh, yeah. Oh, because of Anderson Farms. Good point, good point. This is a famous picture of Elias and Gwyneth Roottrees. It was taken in 1909 after they founded the Roottrees Company, but before it was a success. From what you found searching the internet, it seems quite difficult to find any site. How did I lose track on a paragraph? Any site about Elias or Gwyneth that isn't accompanied by this picture. Elias and Gwyneth are on the notable Roottrees list. In your evidence, they will be marked on the chart with a star. Right. Picture. Okay, cool. Good point, good point. Yeah, so Gwyneth Anderson. That's you. That's you. What was her? Did she have it? Gwyneth. God, I don't know how to spell. Anderson. Yeah, she was Gwyneth Anderson. She had no brothers, so the oldest. As the oldest sister, she was to inherit the farm. The farm only produced syrup. It was supposedly Elias's idea to create candy instead. Their success was not immediate until they decided to combine the maple with other flavors. This led to 5 pieces, which are still found in stores to this day. Though the Roottrees Company expanded well beyond their original farm, it has been preserved as a tourist attraction. According to their website, there are still daily demonstrations and educational tours that show off many of the turn-of-the-century appliances that Gwyneth would have used as a housewife in the early 1900s. So was that her role? She was a housewife? That was her occupation? Is that an option? It is, okay. Yeah, okay. Cool. These 2 entries are correct and have been locked. Hell yeah. Yeah, Brenda White. Cool. You don't have your portraits available to add to the family tree. To get started, click on faces on your evidence tab. Oh, that's whatever. I don't care. Okay. Cool. Right, and then they proceeded to have 5 children. Oh god, please go up. Thank you. Oof. Ooh. I think the best way to do this is to first... I don't need all the information about the children. I just need the names. And from there, I can maybe find... Okay, whoever this was had 4 children. One of which is notable. Oh, that's true. This would be the cousin over here, right? I don't know which one this would be, though. Because I assume he has multiple cousins. Could be the singer. It could be the one that was president. Whoa, what's going on here? Oh, are these... Yeah, these are divorces. Interesting. So whichever one... Yeah, I don't know. Okay, one thing at a time. Let's... look up the two we know, which is Jim and Ernie Jr. And we can determine whether or not they had children. So Ernie Jr. Ernie Jr. was the former president of the Roottrees Company. He seemed to directly precede Carl Roottrees, and one website even says that he was Carl's mentor. He was apparently very successful as a president, but not so much as a public figure. He was rarely seen in public and stepped down due to illness in 1996. He has since passed away. Okay. Not much information on him, yeah. And then how about Jim Roottrees? Okay, so it's printing out a picture. Okay. James Roottrees is a singer who sings in the duo Jim and Diamond with his wife, Diamond LaRue. The duo, I think that's how you say that. The duo, according to many sources, you find, is considered a one-hit wonder due to the disco song "Rollin' On Down to the City." It's now in your evidence folder. Although Jim writes the majority of songs, plays the guitar, and often sings, Diamond is considered by fans to be the band's lead singer. The band never had another hit, but has its fans, who refer to themselves as Diamond's Dazzlers. The rest of their music is more folksy and acoustic than the one song they were known for. Jim and Diamond have continued to release music through the 80s and early 90s. Other albums you find mentioned are Cherry Tree and Sound of Laughter. Jim has become a bit of a recluse, and he hasn't made a public appearance since 1996. How about Jim Roottrees' children? Oh, alright. It doesn't seem to mention anything about children. Sound of Laughter. Sound of Laughter and Cherry Tree. Let's look those up. Cherry Tree album. Called Sun. Now by Jim and Diamond, released in 1995, it wasn't professionally reviewed, though diehard fans of Jim and Diamond online say it was a return to form. The CD was apparently so hard to find in stores that some fans have resorted to selling cassette bootlegs of it. Oh my god. Oh, that's true. The list should have either Ernie or Jim on it. That's true because of the star. You're right. You're right. I agree. You found a short sample of one of the songs called Sun. You added to your evidence. Okay, and the other one was like Sounds of Laughter. Or maybe it was just Sound. There. Released in 1989, you can't even find a picture of the cover. It doesn't appear to have been very successful, and reviews seem middling even from fans. Some basic liner notes exist on the Jim Roottrees fan page, and it states that the lyrics and guitar are credited to Jim Roottrees. The vocals are credited to Diamond LaRue. Okay. Okay, let's look at the... Yeah, I didn't really think about that. Yeah, it's Jim Roottrees would be the one. Because at least I didn't see Ernie on there. Yeah, no. Okay, so this is probably who it is. And his name is James Roottrees. Wife is Diamond LaRue. Occupation is singer? Or maybe... What artist? I don't know what this would be. Musician? There it is, okay. Okay, and I assume that these are them. Rollin' On Down to the City was barely a top 20 hit for a few weeks in 1979. According to the liner notes, it satirizes how part of society was content to remain indifferent to economic inflation and civil unrest in the Middle East, unless pop culture tricked them into caring. Somewhat ironically, listeners didn't seem to pay attention to the lyrics enough to trick them into caring. Instead, most of its play came from roller discos. Ah, my eye. Because it was such a product of its time, it doesn't get much play anymore, even on stations that play oldies. Maybe that's why you'd never heard of it before now. This image is from an auction for a sealed copy. It has a sticker that says, "Only the great-grandson of Elias Roottrees could make disco this sweet." It is credited to Peter Janowicz from MMM. Music and lyrics by Jim Roottrees, vocals by Jim Roottrees and Diamond LaRue. Oh, it even says here, Jim Roottrees on the notable Roottrees list. You mark the chart with a star. And then we have the lyrics. And you're quite a sight. The world might be burning, but I'm feeling right. Making ends meet to pay rent and eat. We can't afford gas, so we skate in the street. The guys all rush to say that I'm pretty. Ladies blush and find me so witty. They're out of luck tonight, what a pity. We're rollin', rollin', rollin' on down to the city. On wheels we glide with you by my side. Inflation is rising, but so is our pride. Pick our own fate, make love, not hate. They fight overseas, but we'd rather skate. The guys all rush to say that I'm pretty. Ladies blush and find me so witty. They're out of luck, tonight what a pity. We're rollin', 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 on down to the city. Politicians at large are all hopeless. The bankers in charge are all clowns. But parties sell better than protests. So signs up while we boogie down, 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 down. The guys all rush to say that I'm pretty great. Great song. Wait, is the song here?
We're rolling, rolling, rolling on down to the city.
Okay.
Saturday night and you're quite a sight.
The world might be burning, but I'm feeling right.
Making ends meet to pay rent and
We can't afford gas, so we skate in the street.
Okay.
guys all rush to say that I'm pretty.
Ladies blush and find me so witty. They're out of luck tonight, what a pity. We're rolling, rolling, rolling on down to the city.
All right. Oh, I guess it just plays while I do stuff. All right. Oh my goodness. That's awesome. Cherry Tree Sun preview.
On wheels we glide with you by my side.
Cherry Tree is an album by Jim and Diamond, and one of the songs is called Sun. The website you found it on did not have a full version, but you managed to find a short preview of the song's chorus. Jim sings the following. There blazed a spark of light that ever brightly shone, from her starting days imparting wisdom to conquer life unknown. Though someday she'd depart, in part I'd never be alone. In my heart I'll always be the son of... Let's see.
There blazed a spark of light that ever brightly shone, from her starting days imparting wisdom to conquer life unknown. Though someday she'd depart, in part I'd never be alone. In my heart I'll always be the son of...
Interesting. Ah! Keep my mic. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. So we have pictures. That's you. That's you. And then they had children. Okay. James Roottrees children. Really? not all one word. Come on. I don't think it's mentioned anything about children. Because it said that he had a daughter, right? I'm probably not going to find anything from this. How about Diamond LaRue? That's not how you spell diamond. Okay. Oh, it's the same thing. That's fine, that's fine. Okay. It's, I don't know. I mean, unless Diamond LaRue had a had a different name. Which is possible. Let's see. Rolling on down to the city. Okay. Is this the same thing? Yeah. Okay. I think this is a small dead end. Let's look at our evidence real quick. Let's see. Let's see. What did it say? Only the great-great-grandson of Elias Roottrees? Yeah. No, just the great-grandson. Okay. Hello, Willow. Welcome, welcome. Something is wrong here. I'll come back. Because I don't think because it has to do something with the name, maybe. No. Yeah, no, I know it's not gonna lock. I was just trying to find the children. But I can't find anything on the children, so I think it's just best if I move on to someone else. I think the best bet here, because, like, just from looking stuff up about Ernie Jr., it didn't seem like he got married. So I could list him, but maybe we'll focus on the prominent ones first. Who are you? Okay. Let's go to the list. Let's see about Gwyn. Gwyn Roottrees. No, not the library. Gwyn, how do you spell this? Is it double N? It is, okay. What? GWYNN. What? That's not... Did I misspell something? Okay, that's not great. Oh, I did misspell it. Oops. Look at that, first try. You find some information on the website about old films that are not yet available on VHS. The site is not very well organized and the search is broken, but you can get to individual pages from your search engine. Gwyn Roottrees is a somewhat well-known actress who was active in the 1950s. She often appeared in tabloids, especially around the time of her highly publicized divorce. Her biggest role was the minor hit movie Guys Like Us. She left Hollywood after the flop of Christmas Mission. There's a widely circulated picture of Gwyn from behind the scenes on one of her movies, which you've added to evidence. Did you know Gwyn was the granddaughter of Elias Roottrees, the founder of Roottrees Candy? She shouldn't have been named Roottrees, but her father took her father took her mother's famous name, which was quite rare in those days. Oh, okay, I see. Right, so she shouldn't have been a Roottrees. Okay. Okay, so she had a divorce and she's the granddaughter. No, I don't need to do... Okay, I need to actually highlight stuff. Hold on. Gwyn was the granddaughter of Elias and the founder of Roottrees Candy. The founder of Roottrees Candy. And she shouldn't have been. There we go, highlight. Okay. Which one? There she is. This photo is a widely circulated photo of Gwyn Roottrees. You've seen it on multiple websites about old films. Okay, so she is a granddaughter, so one of these in the second row here, and had a divorce, so I think it's this one. Maybe. Yeah, I think it has to be that one. Yeah, because that's the only one with a divorce. So it's the only one that makes sense. So it's GWY. Gwyn Roottrees. Occupation was actress? I guess just actor. Okay. Do we know the spouse's name? It was highly publicized, so I assume we can find it. You come across some mentions of a marriage to Wild Bill Williams. They divorced before the birth of her second child. All right, here we go. Wild Bill Williams. Okay. All right. You find some information on the website about old films that are not yet available on VHS. The site is not very well organized and the search is broken, but you can get to individual pages from your search engine. Wild Bill Williams was the leading man of some non-notable movies in the 1950s. He appeared in an adventure movie called Fortune Favors the Grave, which is yet to be released for home audiences. You don't find any additional information about that film. He was known for his good looks and off-screen romances, specifically with blondes. He was married 4 different times to 4 different actresses. There's a famous Hollywood rumor that he even approached Marilyn Monroe at a party and that she was already aware of his reputation. Did you know? Wild Bill grew up in Paris, France. He returned there often. Okay. Good for him. Do we have a picture of him? No, I guess not. Oh, well, that's not gonna work. Is that not his real name then? Fuck. 4 different times? Oh my god. What's this? Oh, Guardian. Yeah, his name's not on here. Oh, I have... Okay, hold on. What was the name of the movie? Fortune Favors the Grave. Oh no, it's the same page. I don't know what his name would be. Or how to find it even. Can I find like divorce stuff? Can I do that? 4 different times. Wild Bill grew up in Paris though. Oh, wow. I don't know how I'm gonna find it. Wild Bill Williams. That's not what I looked. That's not what I clicked on. No. It's fine. Wild Bill. Maybe you could find his adventures in Paris or check out Marilyn Monroe. That's true. I could. I mean, I can look through my list of names. No, what have I done? Oh, what's this? Oh, I see. It's just a different... Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that was a thing. There's so many names. The thing that's interesting to me is the fact that Williams would be his last name, wouldn't it? I could try to look up his 4 marriages. That's true. That is true. Let's see. I think it'll just send me back here, though. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna find anything about the real name here. We'll come back to it. It's fine. There's no need for us to lock ourselves in for no reason. We'll come back to it. We'll come back to it. Okay. But yeah, she should be done. Okay. Okay. Wild Bill real... You know what? I'll do it. Wild Bill real name. Hold on. Hold on. I didn't think about that. No, okay. That would have been really funny, though. Hold on. No, I'm getting nothing. That would have been really fucking funny, though. Okay. Okay. So we did Gwyn. We did Jim. Let's do Red Roottrees. Okay, you find information on a website about strange historical facts. Oh, I do not know how to say this name. Aloysius Herring Rootree, aka Red, was an appointed judge and politician who earned his nickname ironically because he was the ambassador to Ireland for only about 6 days. He served what some people contend is the shortest term in history. A few days after he was appointed, he was heard disparaging his position and the Irish people. Oh my god. He then tried to run for state senate. He claimed to be related to the Roottrees Candy Company in a newspaper ad, but it came out that the last name was merely a coincidence, and he was defeated in a landslide. Okay, interesting. Okay. Okay. I don't know where this would line up on any of these. Well, if it's a coincidence, then it shouldn't be attached to any of these, right? Is there anyone like that on this list? I don't know. Weird. Oh, it's marked. It's marked out now because he's not blood relative. That's why. Interesting. Yeah, red is a red herring. Yeah. Okay. So we have Gwyn, Jim. Let's do Lauren. Google says he was named Aloysius. Really? That's how you say that name? I didn't know that. Okay. So next. No idea. All right. Lauren Roottrees. Here we go. Author Lauren Roottrees, a distant relative of the Roottrees sisters, is known for her book, A Life Between Wars. According to a website about famous authors in the early 1960s, Lauren released a few romance novels under her married name, Lauren Rafferty. To little fanfare. When her publisher learned she had been keeping diaries about her famous family, they insisted she release them under her original name, Lauren Roottrees, to take advantage of her family's notoriety. The selection of diary entries released in 1965 as A Life Between Wars spans from the untimely death of her husband in World War II to coping with the post-war world as a young widow and mother, as well as her perspective on changing times and socialites, all the way through the entry into Vietnam. While the content is not considered particularly relevant to modern audiences, it has found new life as it exercised in high school English classes to show an evolution in writing style, and for a look into life in previous generations. After the success of her diaries, her publisher re-released her romance novels under the name Lauren Roottrees. This included Romance in Court, which gained popularity. She followed the re-release up by writing 2 new sequels, creating what fans referred to as the Court Jester series. You find no recent details about Lauren, though she is listed as retired. Okay. So she did have a husband, but the husband died? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that would have been in the 40s, yeah. Is there like a different thing for split up? Because that doesn't seem like a split up. That seems like, I don't know. I guess technically speaking, it's a split up, but that's not. I don't think that's how it should be referred to as. You know. Also, where's the star? That's the easiest way to find it, right? Yeah, there's one here and one here. But it's a... well, they're all relatives. A distant relative of the Roottrees sisters. Okay. Oh boy! Do we have any more? No, okay. That's true. I could see which one is Miracle Jr. Yeah. And base it off of that. Maybe I'll get something from that. That's true. But before that, let me highlight some stuff about Lauren. Let's see. Yeah, let's do this. For the Diaries, relationship released her romance novels under the name Lauren Roottrees. This included romance in court. We'll come back to it. It's fine. It's fine. All right, Miracle Jr. Miracle Jr. doesn't go by his full name in promotional materials. Instead, he has shortened it to Miracle Jr. Okay. Miracle Jr. is a... oh my god, he's a televangelist who is part of the Miracle Network. He used to have a show that aired on local access across many stations in the northeastern United States. According to a website called Clergy Watch, okay, he was exposed and subsequently charged with conspiracy to defraud the public in 1979 when he claimed to heal someone in a wheelchair. A news expose revealed it was his wife Edith's sister in a disguise. Okay. The author also mentions that Edith had a bit of a checkered past herself, but doesn't clarify. He has since lost his television show and instead goes on tour across the southern United States, where he was not well known before the scandal. Oh my god. Wow. Also, a website called Clergy Watch. Oh my god. Okay. Alright. Because how many more? Because I think, yeah, we only have to figure out Lauren and Miracle. Can we go on Clergy Watch? Let's see, hold on. Oh, it just sends us back to this website. I wish we could go to the official Clergy Watch website. Hold on, let me see something. I gotta check something out. Okay. Whew. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, let's do Miracle. God. Junior children? That's not gonna work. What was their... Oh god, hold on. History, Miracle Junior. Was Edith? Oh, can we look? How about the Miracle Network? Here we go. Here we go. You find a website for the Miracle Network, a production company run by the Miracle Roottrees estate. It's quite bare bones, but has the following blurb. Witness the testimonies of the Miracle's Roottrees. Miracle Roottrees arrived so late in his mother's life that doctors swore he wouldn't survive his first year. His mother and father, Elias and Gwyneth, named him Miracle because they thought him impossible. He was younger than his brothers and sisters by over 14 years. With a birth that late, the final child of his generation was nearly torn apart. Wait, what? With the birth of that late, the final child of his generation was nearly torn apart by countless health problems, but still, with the power of God on his side, he persevered. He triumphed over these complications and even regained his sight to spread the healing word of the Almighty. 23 years later, Miracle Jr. arrived and became the famous family's second vessel for the higher power. That is an insane sentence. But still, no, wrong place. Where was I? I was over here. I'm over here. At 18, he unburdened himself from the Roottree name and took his father's testimony to a whole new level. Via the power of television, Miracle Jr. spread the gospel across the entirety of New England. He has since left the life of glamour and glitz behind to reach those places that need it most. The power of the Lord coming to a town near you. Below the blurb is a flyer by the tour, which is in your evidence. Okay. So what was he? He was the youngest child? Or was he the oldest? Or I'm sorry, is his father. He was the youngest. Okay, he was younger than his brothers and sisters. Yeah. So yeah, he would be all the way to the right, which means this is Miracle. This is Miracle Jr. Oh my god, there's a third. That's right, they said there was a third, I think. Or no, they didn't. I think it just mentions that Miracle Jr. was the second vessel. Televangelist? Is that an option? What would he be? Religious? Pastor? Priest? Preacher. Right, and the wife is Edith. I guess Edith Jacobson? Okay. Yeah, we know that above him would be the father, which is Roottrees, Miracle Roottrees. Let's see. Flyer for the 3 Generations of Miracles tour. Oh, and here's Miracle the Third. The names listed are Miracle Jr., who is said to be world famous and gets top billing. Miracle Jr. is on the notable Roottrees listing evidence. Miracle Roottrees, who the flyer says will make a special appearance. Miracle the Third and his wife Nicole, who are said to be the youth pastors. Okay. So, I guess down here would be Miracle the Third, who is also a preacher. Maybe we'll have to come back to it, but Oh, that counted. Okay, cool. Yeah, we unlocked and Jacobs and Edith. And we couldn't find any information about Gwyn's husband. Oh, yep, I'm being knocked. Hey, what's up?
You're on a roll. I'll try to keep that momentum going. Carl's office was a mess, thanks to some burst pipes.
Okay.
But I unearthed a photo from a 1970s Roottrees reunion.
Oh, great.
I also found some important-looking papers.
Thanks. Oh, Paris!
You've traced 9 blood relatives so far. I'll have more to share after you find 9 more.
Okay, I can do that. I'm built different. Okay. Wow, we didn't even finish his, but now he's done. Also, yeah, the rainbow ties. Right, is Nicole. Oh, but there are multiple Nicoles. Did it say what her name was? No. Let's see. Hold on. Miracle. Can I just do like the third like this? No. How do you? What is like the proper? Hold on. Oh, you just put in the number. Okay. I didn't realize that's how you did it. Fuck. Really? Yeah, it just says his wife, Nicole. Well, it's fine. We'll figure it out. It's all good. Okay, let's go back to Gwyn. Because now we have a picture from Paris, which is this one. This photo is a note attached from your employer. Here's a bonus. When I pulled the water damage picture of the free spirits out of the frame, this fell out too. Right on the back of the photo is, couldn't make the reunion, wishing you well from Paris. Gwyn and the boys. Okay. Right, we knew she had children, but that still doesn't really. Let's put that there. Yeah, those are his sons, but there's not much other information about him here. Free spirits. Okay, hold on. The free spirits. I thought I got something out of that. Oh, do I have to put the punctuation? Hold on. Sometimes I do. No. Is it a movie? I don't know. Well. Okay. What's this? This photo is tucked inside an envelope with a letter beneath a candle in the corner of his office. The letter says, "To Carl and Brenda, I'm sorry that you were unable to attend the funeral. It's traditional to have it as soon as possible. And Ernie, more than anyone else on Earth, knew how busy your job can be. I've enclosed a Shiva candle identical to ours if you'd like to pay your respects, though it's not expected for those outside of the faith to do so. Ernie was a man full of love, not only for his family, but for his family's legacy. He had an immense amount of pride for the work you three did, together, as well as how Carl had carried on for him after taking over. As for myself, it is impossible to express my gratitude enough for rescuing us from the panic and burden of endless bills. Though we caught it too late for him to get on the donor list, the company took care of us beyond our wildest expectations. It went unsaid at the time, but Ernie and I knew it had to have been Carl that convinced the trust, and that it was no coincidence that it happened shortly after your visit, Brenda." Up until the end, Ernie and I had to stay strong, especially for Nicole's sake. We could never have done that without the two of you fighting for us. Much love, Debbie. Okay. Interesting. And then we have a reunion photo. There's a lot of faces on here. That's a lot of faces. The photo has a note attached from your employer. Every 20 years or so, the Roottrees would hold a big reunion and recreate an old family photo. This is the one from the 70s, and Carl's the teenager in the middle. Sorry about the water damage. A pipe burst in Carl's office. On the back of the photo, in childish print writing, it says November. There are a large number of cursive signatures. They include Bonnie, the next president guy Hudson. What? Ernie Jr., Caroline, Gwyneth, M, Gwendolyn, Miracle Jr., Jim Roottrie, Clark, Carl, and Eli M. Okay, what's happening? Oh, this is just more information. After some time, they returned with new resources. A photo of Carl's generation taken in the mid to late 1970s, as well as some papers and mail from his office. Yeah, they'll have a bit more to share with the 9 more blood relatives. Okay, campaign mailer. This is so much. They literally just handed me a bunch of papers and were like, "You'll figure it out." I'm like, I guess I will. This was buried under a ton of other mail that Carl left in his inbox. It had a handwritten note attached that seemed personal. It is a flyer about a candidate for local office, Stephanie Jones. On the back is an excerpt from a newspaper article from the Butler County Times about her campaign. Stephanie may have grown up in an unconventional family, to say the least, but in her words, it was still full of love. And now 22 years later, with a baby of her own due around Christmas, her message to voters is simply, "Love is our future." The handwritten note says, "Carl, I know we don't see eye to eye when it comes to the candy company, but if you could talk to your girls about putting out a statement supporting Stephanie, she could use the publicity your daughters bring. Don't let our conflict spread to the next generation. CM." Okay. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, well, we have the information finished for Miracle. I don't know if did we do anything for Lauren? I don't think we did. But it would be the only one not filled out, the only star not filled out. So this is Lauren. She is an author. And I don't have a picture of her. I don't think. Jesus Christ. You know what? I don't think I do. History. What's the name of her books? Romance and Court? Let's do A Life Between Wars. Hold on. A Life. Do we have a Stephanie? I don't think so. Not yet, at least. We'll put it somewhere. A Life Between Wars. Fuck. Really? Oh, but it's a book. It's a book. I'm sorry. Lauren. It was released under her. Well, no, it was released with her real name, or with the Roottree name. Wow, did I already forget? Hold on. A Life Between Wars. That's what it was. Here we go. You've hit a jackpot here. This is a book occasionally taught in schools. You even find a hardcover edition for students that has a full-page, high-quality pictures in it. It's a summary of the contents of the book, photos, as well as some of the particularly relevant entries from the diary have been added to your evidence. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Oh, God. Okay. Who are you? Are you Lauren and the husband? I assume. Below are notes and observations you made while skimming through Lauren Roottree's diary pages in Life Between Wars. Lauren Roottree is on the notable Roottrees list. Yeah, I know. I know. I think it's ridiculous that none of them had pets and they're not on this tree. I don't care that they're not, like, technically relative. The animal should be on this list. And if you think otherwise, fuck you. The book was published in 1965 and consists of diary entries that stretch from 1940 to 1965. The most important event that much of the diary and Lauren's thoughts revolve around was the loss of her husband, Jacob. Jacob died in the final months of World War II while Lauren was pregnant. This left her to raise her son, Clark, alone. Lauren never remarried and only had one child. By skimming the pages of the diary, you glean the following information. She was the granddaughter of Elias and Gwyneth on her father's side. Her mother's family was called the Cassells, but she hardly ever mentions them. Her father, who she always refers to as Pop, was the head lawyer of the Roottrees Candy Company and helped write a legal document called the Clansed Trust? However you say that? Okay. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's finish this up. Hold on. So this is her. It was like Jacob, yeah, Rafferty. Oh, did it talk about her son? I didn't even, did it? Oh yeah, Clark. I didn't see that. Okay. And Clark apparently had multiple relationships. It looks like 2 marriages, 3 marriages in total, 2 with split ups. Oh my god, Jesus. Oh, does he have a picture? Whoa, I didn't realize there was like pages to this. Oh yeah, the dad does. No, you're right, you're right. You're right. That is this one. I have not. How many of these had multiple pages to them? Because I'll be real, I never noticed. I think that's the first one. Oh god. Okay, so complaints from Lauren Roottree's diary written in 1953. The entry seems to focus specifically on one of Lauren's family members, Gwyn. Who is on the, yeah, I know. Has something to complain about. Gwyn, as an only child, complained of loneliness. I told her that being expected to watch after 3 younger brothers didn't feel like a blessing, but it fell on deaf ears. During the summer when I went to stay with her and Aunt Margot, I hoped she would be the sister I never had and that I'd do the same for her. I even tried to dye my hair blonde to fit in with the 2 of them. What a mess. But she just complained to her. I was the lucky cousin. Now she's off living a glamorous life while I'm stuck here with Clark. I must admit, seeing her everywhere contributes to my unhappiness. Her visage stares at me, even now, from my coffee table. She gets to be in Starlit and tell tales of how she gallivants around the world, kissing the likes of Harrison Lane and Wild Bill Williams. That's not his name! She's the first Roottrie woman to find anything other than a housewife, to be anything other than a housewife, and I am jealous. If I were not a single mother, could I make my own way in this world? But I'm off topic. A girl with all the luck in the world was jealous of me, and now, though I have been undoubtedly burdened by a terrible tragedy, I am also lucky to be born to a family that can support me for eternity. I can raise a child without worry, unlike countless other widows. If any of them were to hear me complaining, they would rightlessly scoff, just like I do at Gwyn. God. They all refer to him as why. Oh, is his name just Bill Williams? I didn't think about that. It's probably just Bill. Is his name just Bill something? I didn't really think to do that. I'll be honest. No, there's no Bill. Great. All right. Well, we tried. All right, let's go back. All right, Dynasty. And she said Dynasty from Lauren Roottrees' diary. Focuses on the day her grandfather last announced he would step down as president of the Roottrees Candy Company, and the meeting to determine his successor. Oh God, there's so much going on here. Oh, so there's an Aunt Margot, I guess. That's true. It would be William Williams if Bill was short for William in this case. I wish I'd been a fly on the wall today. Clancy told me that everyone got quite heated. Granddad was furious. None of his sons would take over as president, but that's what he gets for holding on to it so long. With architects, preachers, and lawyers, nobody's got time for candy. So, with 5 pieces refusing to step up, it came down to us, next gens. Pop argued at length that the company should stay with our branch of the family, since we still have the Roottrees name. I'm not even sure Clancy would have wanted it, but he's the one who was volunteered. Instead, ended up going to Zach. Even though his surname doesn't match the candy, he's the firstborn son of the firstborn 5-piece. I'm not sure how that's relevant to running a company, but Granddad has always had particular views when it came to his bloodline. Oh my God. I asked Clancy if it ever came up that a woman could take over. After all, Angie's older than Zach, and I'm next oldest of us all, but he just laughed. I'll never forget the cuss words Pop used when he told Ma it wouldn't go to us. Mother, ever the quick-witted, at least with catty remarks, countered back. Maybe they wanted to go to the only member of the family who looks like he samples the product. Oh my God. I gotta drink water. Looks like he samples the product. This is so fucking insane. An entry entitled Sam from Lauren Roottrees' diary. From a previous entry, you learned that Elias Roottree had given in to his wife and announced that Sam, an obscure relative, was to be included in family gatherings. Gwyneth has been pushing to include Sam for quite some time. Lauren writes, "Why Sam? I have many distant relatives I never met. After all, Granny had sisters and Granddad had a brother or two, but I was told trimmed their branches from the family tree. So why is Sam special? Nothing adds up. And I'm not the only one to realize." Andy summoned all the next gens to a secret meeting in Zach's office. Gwyn's in Paris, but the rest of us, including Miracle's boys, spent ages trying to unravel the mystery. I didn't recognize Sam at Uncle Junior's wedding to Patsy last year. At the reception, when I asked who Sam was, Pop shushed me and said it was complicated. Clancy swore he saw Sam working alongside the farmhands, EC and John, when he used to drive past the old Anderson farm on his way to work. Upon hearing that, Zach checked the records and managed to confirm all 3 are on the books. I wonder if Sam is in the confidential folder. I wouldn't be surprised. Eli, Miracle's youngest, not my brother, even chimed in. Apparently, when he was riding his mini bike alongside the farm a few weeks ago, Sam gave him some old tools and taught him how to make the bike's engine faster. None of us think that proper for a multitude of reasons, but Eli certainly seems thrilled. At the end of the day, nothing explains why an outsider has cozied into family affairs, especially one who works on the farm of all places. Whatever happened to blood is thicker than syrup? Why is Granddad making an exception now? If she's in Paris, that means these people mentioned are probably all in the reunion photo. Yeah, exactly. Jesus. Ugh. So that means there's so many. Well, okay, it would be, so the ones that'd all be there would be all of the ones that are in this like third row here, because the 5 here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 are like the 5 pieces, and then the ones under them, like their children, I assume are the next gen. So Sam is probably in the reunion photo. I mean, he probably is, because I think he was invited to it, right? That's the whole point of this. Yeah, included in family gatherings. The issue is I won't be able to tell who he is from the photo. That's not the right photo. Oh, well, hold on. We know one of them. This is Miracle. Because of the rainbow. And the one in the middle is Carl. Okay, hold on. Okay, we can break this down a little bit. Hold on. Oh, he's not verified yet. Okay, we'll have to wait. We'll have to wait for that. But we know, I think this is Carl? Maybe? You know, yeah, that'd be this. Oh, I guess maybe did I put the wrong image? I think this is the right image. Is it not? Yeah, it's him. Yeah. No, I agree. It does look a little off just because of how the photo is. Well, okay, hold on. Is that... I didn't realize I could zoom in. Jesus. When was this? In the 70s? That's not, yeah, that's not a picture of Junior. This is a picture of Senior. I think. Because if this is from the 70s, right? That'd be 26 years before this photo right here. Unless you just look super young. Because we've never seen a photo of Senior, of Miracle Senior. Can't believe his name's Miracle. They all look exactly the same. Yeah. I don't know. We can wait on it. We don't have to label it right now. We know that Carl is for sure that one. Wait, is there really a name tag that says Eli? Oh yeah, it does say Eli. Eli was who? Oh, did Miracle have 2 sons? That's right. It said it in the diary. You're right. You're right. Yeah, Miracle's youngest. Ah, oh, maybe it is. I don't know. So that would be him, and this is Eli Roottrees. Oh God. I don't. Well, we can look it up. Hold on. Elias. Oh God. No, that's not gonna work. How about just Eli? Shit. Yeah, maybe it's M for Miracle. That's not gonna work. I guess that would be the first name, right? Well, no, it would be the middle name, right? It'd be Elias Miracle Roottrees. Maybe? Let's see. Elias Miracle. Fuck. Great. I mean, it's probably him. I can't imagine him not using the name Miracle. That's true, he's not popular enough for the internet, you're right. You're right. Alright, hold on, what's this last one here? Clark. One of the final entries. 1964. Clark's getting married, and in my opinion, far too young. He's barely 18, for God's sake, and, is it Danielle? Or Daniel? I think it's Danielle. Isn't much older, but openly confronting them would make me a hypocrite. After all, Jacob and I got married at 16. Clark, like the rest of his generation, is a free spirit. What else do you call a group of kids growing up with more money than any one person can spend? They all aspire to be musicians and artists and dancers and all sorts of nonsense. The only one who has any discipline is Carl, but that's because Pop forced Clancy to send him to the academy. Maybe I'm just getting old, but our generation was never so bad. My brothers all seemed to pursue paths of knowledge, and the most rebellious thing any of us ever did was bring home someone who would be illegal to marry if we lived anywhere south of Pennsylvania. Pop seems to have gone over it because Edward is set to take over his department once he retires. And as for me, my first published book, Swashbuckle My Heart, is based on the pirate stories I used to invent with Jacob when we were working in the woods after school. I think I'd be proud that Clark and I are carrying on his name. Even my cousins are doing well. Zach's not a bad president after all, and his sister seems to be doing a good job raising her twins. Gwyn is Gwyn, but at least she came out of the divorce with her head held high. She even told us she might come home next year so we can meet her kids. But the free spirits, in any other family, they'd all end up on the street, even Clark. Oh my God. There's so much. Because we filled out all the gold names. We know that this is Eli, but I don't know what his job is. It seems like it'd be like maybe a mechanic or something based on the name tag, but I don't know. Oh, didn't it say something in that page? No. Okay. Okay, let's check what these other pictures are. Lauren's diary contains some labeled pictures. This is the 5 pieces. Okay, so these are the children. This picture was famous in our house. Pop even had it framed. That's him on the left. Wait, who is this? Okay, so this is Lauren. This is Lauren's writing. Okay, so Pop even had it framed. That's him on the left. It was taken in 1935 to celebrate the move to the new warehouse that Eli Jr. designed. Angie and I both wanted to be in the photo since Miracle was in it, and the 3 of us were all about the same age. We were told only the 5 pieces, which really didn't go over well, to say the least. Eventually, I suppose, to stop the tantrums, they posed us in front of the camera with Mr. Morden, who was there with Aunt Gwendolyn. I found out years later that they never even took a second photo. Oh my god. Okay, so this is Miracle Senior, because he would be the youngest out of all of them. Yeah, I think they mentioned that Miracle Senior had a bunch of, like, health problems. Okay. Then we have this one. Oh, this is the next generation. An attempt to recapture the spirit of the 5 pieces photo with our generation. For old time's sake, we gathered on the warehouse floor. I wanted Eli to stand all the way on the left, since, to me, he looked a lot like Pop did in the old one. But I was outvoted by my brothers. They insisted the 4 of us stand together, and so we clumped up in the middle to let everyone filter in behind and in front of us. The only one too good to make an appearance was Gwen. Grandma insisted we include Sam, even if we didn't want to. None of us understood why, including Sam. I also didn't think it fair Miracle made it in, since he's technically a 5-piece. I guess my inner child still holds a grudge even after all these years. Jesus. Yeah, this would be Miracle Senior as well. Interesting. Okay. What? Why did Eli to stand all the way on the left, since to me he looked a lot like Pop did in the old one? Right, this is the... Okay. Well, that doesn't help much. Oh, I think this is... Maybe? I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, the blonde-haired individual right here is probably Eli. Jesus. Okay. Okay. We need to start doing stuff, or else we're gonna lose so much. It's just that they threw so much at my face there. Okay, yeah, always use a person's most recent occupation. That's fair. That's fair. Okay, so we know this is a picture of Miracle, but I think this is Miracle Senior as well, with the glasses. He'd also be a preacher. Wasn't he also a preacher? Yeah. Let's go! Hell yeah. Booyah. Yeah. And then this would be the other image of him. Do we know the spouse's name of Miracle? I don't know, actually. No. That's fine. We'll find it one day. Okay. So... Oh, man. She had 4 siblings? Oh, God. I don't feel like I absorbed anything. Okay. Apparently he stopped being blind, which is insane. Huh. Well, I assume it's gonna be like Elias. Oh boy, this isn't gonna work. Hold on. Hold on. What was the father's name? I should have highlighted stuff. I should have highlighted stuff better. Yeah, she calls her dad Pop, so that doesn't really help us. Okay, but was the head lawyer for the Roottrees... Oh, what if we look up the Clancy Trust? Hold on. There we go. The Clancy Trust, pronounced Clansed, Trust is a highly unusual corporate arrangement named after Clancy Edward Roottree, who was Elias's son and the Roottrees company's head lawyer at the time. Okay. I should be organizing this better, but too late. The company manages at a fixed percentage. Due to its unique nature, it's often brought up in online discussions about financial matters and inheritance as an oddity. The company mandates that a fixed percentage of its profits are split every quarter amongst bank accounts representing each direct relative of Elias and Gwyneth. An account is created for each blood relative at birth and first accessible when they reach 18. The actual numbers have never been fully disclosed to the public, but due to the ever-increasing success of the company, it is a significant amount of money. The Clancy Trust is known for being essentially impossible to get around due to many checks and balances written into it. Still, there have been a few situations in which family members have tried to forcibly remove another member from the trust. Most details online are pretty vague, since the matters are handled internally. The only information you discover is from a university law school, which apparently had a guest lecturer talk about the Roottrees versus RR in 1994. While looking into the Clancy Trust, you find mentions to the 5-piece guarantee, which went into effect at the same time. Ooh, I wonder if we can find their names with this. Copy. Can I actually, like, you can, okay. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me do this as well. I'm just gonna highlight that. Okay. The 5-piece guarantee, in combination with the Clancy Trust, was Elias Rootree's attempt to ensure that the Roottrees Candy Company would remain a family business for eternity. Okay. The yearly salary of Roottrees president is always locked to the price of a single pack of 5 pieces. When the 5-piece guarantee went into effect, this was 25 cents a year. Now it's closer to $4. Interesting. Combined with the Clanset Trust, however, it makes a bit more sense. Elias wanted to ensure that only his direct relatives could afford to be president, and he knew that because their passive income was tied to the profits of the company. They would have a vested interest in keeping the company as profitable and successful as possible. Interesting. Whether or not this was a smart or successful decision is widely debated, both online and in person, by economics enthusiasts of all levels of expertise. Wow. Okay. Right, so this was the... Yeah, these were the 5 pieces. Eli Jr. designed. I don't think we know who's... I assume he's the oldest, but I don't know. This family is fucking insane. Yeah. I do love games where they give you a set of freaks and then you examine them under a microscope. Yeah. If we go 5-piece kids, do you think we can get their names? Probably. That would make sense, right? How about the 5-piece kids? Nope. How about the 5-piece? How about just 5-piece? Really? Isn't it 5 pieces? There it is. The marketing material in various candy history sites, you learned that 5 pieces was the iconic candy sold by the Roottrees Candy Company. Although they are no longer the company's only popular product, they still sell well to this day. Did we read this? I don't think we did. Color shelled blended candies that since the late 20s have been pressed into the shape of a maple leaf. Although they usually have one flavor that looks more like a berry. As tastes have changed over the years, so have the 5 flavors, but the shape and combination with maple have remained consistent. There's also a history of print advertising website that claims to have 5 pieces advertised scanned from a book called The Sweet History of Candy Volume 2 by Charles Lee. Unfortunately, when you click through the website, it seems like all their images or links are broken. Yeah, but it's a book, right? Charles Lee. There we go. This is a part of a book series about all things candy in the modern world. It starts in 1925 and continues onward to chronicle the rise of the mass production and global distribution. The book ends with a look into the future of candy as envisioned by experts in 1985. With the addition of hindsight, you can clearly see they got pretty much everything wrong. It includes some print advertisements. You found a newspaper ad for 5 pieces from the 1930s added to the evidence. Where? Here it is. It's a miracle! A modern candy for a modern society. Roottrees 5 pieces contains 5 different maple-infused flavors. The Roottrees are a proud family business and our flavors are inspired by our children. G is for grape, E is for elderberry, CE is for cinnamon extract, M is for melon, and introducing M for miracle berry. Interesting. Right, so it's grape, elderberry, cinnamon extract, melon, and then miracle berry. So it could be... So Eli Jr. is probably the second oldest then. If that's the order they're going for, at least. Oh, is there something still here in Watchmen of the Year? What? What am I missing? Oh, right. It does bring up Clancy in this, I think. No, it doesn't. I'm a liar. I don't know what I'm talking about. Whatever. Clancy Elias is cinnamon extract? Oh, probably. That would make sense. Oh, does it? Oh, yeah, Brenda. I think we already filled out Brenda's information, though. Yeah, no, we're good on that end. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Oh my god, the campaign mailer has 11? That's fine. I'm built different. I assume G is Gwendolyn? Wasn't that one of them? Fuck. Great. Let's see something. It'd be Gwendolyn Roottrees. I spelled something wrong. I forgot the N. Nope, I'm spelling something wrong. Somebody save me. Save me from my mistakes, please. I was here, right? No, GWYN. No, I'm spelling it right. I'm just messing up, I guess. GWYNDOLINE. Unless she's not a root tree, but that wouldn't make any sense. Maybe she's just not. No, but she's a root tree though. She's one of the 5 pieces, right? Yeah, probably just not as popular for the internet. Yeah. That's fine. Oof. Oh man. oh man. That's true. One of them did have the husband change their name. That is true. I don't remember who it was either. It was one of the early, like, evidences we had. Oh, I probably have it in my notes. Hold on. It's most famous because of the dad, no, China, TMS. Oh, here. Gwyn was the granddaughter of Elias, the founder of the Roottrees candy. She couldn't have been named Roottrees. She shouldn't have been named Roottrees, but her father took her mother's famous name. Okay. So it's Gwyn's, who is over here. Okay. No, none of the Elias didn't marry in because she's the granddaughter Elias is the original founder who married Gwyneth Anderson. Yeah. It's Gwyn's father, who is this spouse right here, who married one of the 5 pieces. But instead of her taking his name, he took her name. I assume it's Gwendolyn, but I don't think it is, because Gwendolyn would be all the way over here, right? Because if the initials here are anything to speak of, you know what I mean? G-E-C-E-M and then M for miracle. No, I think there's 2, isn't there? Yeah, there's her and then her. I don't think it mentions it mentions Aunt Gwendolyn. But that's it. Keep kicking my mic. Okay, let's reset for a second here. Just for a second, because I don't think we've gotten anywhere. So let's take a beat. Let's take a second, and let's evaluate the evidence we have. I haven't highlighted much. So while I take a minute, I'm gonna start highlighting stuff from this. Maybe I'll make a new. No. Hold on. Absolute nonsense, because this has no like bearing. It makes no sense. What is the book called? It was like A Life Between Wars. I keep pressing the wrong fucking buttons. Lauren / A Life Between Wars. Okay. Okay. So from this first page, right, she had son Clark. We know that much. Okay, this right here. She was the granddaughter of Elias and Gwyneth on her father's side. Her mother's family was called the Cassells, but she hardly ever mentions them. And then her father, who she always refers to as Pop, was the head lawyer for the Roottrees company. We know this. I think we have most of this written out. Right. Right, so that means if it's on her father's side, that means it's Clancy. Oh god. Oh, is it Clancy Edward? Because one of the ingredients was, one of the things was CE, right? Or am I fucking insane? Yeah, cinnamon extract. Okay. Oh, is it also listed as Clancy Edward? I don't remember. Good to know, though. And he was a lawyer. I don't think we have a... Do we have a picture of him? Well, we do, but I don't... Oh, yeah, no, we do. He's the one in the middle. Or at least we think he is. Oh, get out for 1 second. No, we do have a picture of him. It's this guy. I think. No. This guy, the one on the left. Huh. This one. Okay. I don't... Did it mention the wife? It mentioned her last name is Casol, so I guess I could find it through the last name, right? So it's Sarah. There we go. Or Cassell. Okay. Okay, now this might confirm something for me. Is cinnamon extract listed as the third one? It is. So it is in order. Okay. Sorry, I'm losing my mind. Okay. Let's keep going with this. Is there anything else on here? Oh, there are actually. Hold on. Okay, right. So there was the 5 pieces, which is the first generation of children. Then there's the next generation, which is Lauren's generation. We know that. And then the free spirits, which is their children, the next generation's children. Okay. Complaints. Right, we know that. It seems everyone has seen complain of loneliness. Right, so there is an Aunt Margot, but I don't know who that refers to, like, at all. Oh, Aunt Margot is the other. Yeah, is the blonde girl. Okay. Right. I hope she would be the sister I never had, and I do the same for her. What a mess when she just complained to her I was the lucky cousin. Now she's off living the glamorous life while I'm stuck here with Clark. Okay. Yeah. But is she... Well, I guess I can look at the name, right? Yeah, Marguerite Roottrees. Oh, wait. No, hold on. What is it? What did it say here? If the person changed their last name after marriage... Oh, okay, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, so it should be Marguerite, yeah. Unknown. Yeah, so this is... I don't know what her job was. And it would be her? I think. Was that her from the picture? Yes. I mean, yeah, most likely housewife. We can look her up and see if she has anything, but I doubt it. Nah, okay. That was expected. Okay. Yeah, it is most likely housewife, but I'll wait. I'll wait to see. I even tried to dye my hair blonde to fit in with the two of them. What a mess. Okay. Now she's off living the glamorous life alongside with Clark. She gets to be in Starlet. She gallivants around the world kissing the likes of Harrison. God, I suck. Okay. Oh, yeah, no, she is. Yeah, she's housewife because she's the first Roottrees woman to be anything other than a housewife. Did we try Harrison Lane? No, I'm gonna do that in a second. I was going to. Yeah, so... housewife. Okay. And then I don't think we know the spouse? Yeah, the other 5-piece girl would be Gwendolyn, who would be all the way over here. But were there two? Oh, but it doesn't matter because it'd be the... It wouldn't matter. It'd be fine. And I guess she'd be housewife as well. This is her? Yes! There we go. Let's go!
You're listening to WRTG.
Am I?
It's time for your headlines. Once an hour, every hour, on the 45. It's a bizarre development to an already tragic tale. In the wake of the accident that took his life, some of Carl Rootrees' belongings have apparently gone missing. Most notably, a framed photo of the Roottrees family from the mid-1970s that Carl had on his office wall. We interviewed a local psychologist about who would do such a thing and why. For that article, search online for WRTD News. Again, that's WRTD.
Okay. What's this? The Montjoys? Okay. Not long before they were set to return, you heard something odd on WRTD radio. The photo you were given may have been stolen from Carl's office. The newscaster mentioned you could search online for WRTD to find out more. Great. Great. News. WRTD News is your local investigative jazz radio station. During their news segments at 45 minutes on the hour, they have been talking about the plane crash. The most recent hour, they also talked about a picture taken from Carl's office after the plane crash and promised an interview online with a psychologist. During the interview, it's relieved there wasn't a break-in. Instead, someone with a key to the office took the picture after discovering the pipes burst due to the recent storm. This means it was likely someone close to the family who was aware of the photo's history and wanted to save it. The psychologist, however, also goes on to posit the culprit had an alternate agenda, specifically because nobody in the family has come forward to say they have it in their possession. The comment below the article says, "Don't believe the lies. This is just another instance of the Roottrees curse being a real, true thing. I bet you Carl was murdered and the picture had evidence on it." What? Is the Roottrees curse a thing? Oh god. There's a long, rambly conspiracy website with very small, very red text on a black background that says the Roottrees are cursed. It has been very recently updated with the following. I gotta drink water, hold on. Important update. With Carl and Brenda and their girls, that makes 5 new deaths. Not only that, but 3 of the 5 presidents of the Roottrees company have died mysteriously. They say Guy's car was hit by a drunk driver in 1982, but nobody was arrested. Then, Ernie Madsen Jr. stepped down. Was he poisoned? Now, just this week, Carl died in a plane crash. This cannot be a coincidence. There's another entry that claims if you connect the dots in the pattern of the 5-piece wrapper, it creates a Mayan ruby skull. A secret message meant to subliminally scare people away. Oh, yeah? Okay. The post before that has a link to a site that talks about how Earth has 4-quarter simultaneous 4-day time cubes. What are you talking about? The author of this site seems to agree. An entry from a few months ago claims that the owner of the site received an email from Chris Raff75 at prodigy.us asking him to take down his site with faked proof that Ernie Madsen Jr. actually had a heart condition and wasn't poisoned. The owner claims that although the proof looks quite credible, he knows that the proof is fake because he's an expert at creating fake evidence. Great. The first entry is from '96 and has a blurry picture of the Roottrees Candy Company factory, seemingly taken by the website's author from behind a fence and through some trees. It seems that Operation RT-29 is real. I witnessed a helicopter land on February 29th, 1996. The website's footer says all images and ideas by Thomas Overwood. What? Okay, hold on. So we know that there's Ernie Madsen Jr., who was the president before. Oh, I'm not gonna do that real quick. Hold on. I'll put this in the absolute nonsense page, I guess. And then Guy. What is his name? Thomas Overwood? Oh boy. Thomas Overwood seems to have a few different sites about mysterious deaths and curses. In addition to the Roottrees curse website, you also find one about the truth behind Spirit Cola, which claims that Spirit really stands for Satan's Plague is Returning. Okay. Oh, is returning in 2000. Okay. And then in the year 2000, anyone who has drunk Spirit Cola will die. Another website is Stock Markets and the Devil's Numbers, which claims that if you multiply any stock's price by 666, then also multiply the current year by that same stock's price, then add those two numbers together and divide their entire total by the stock price, and finally subtract the current year. You'll always end up at 666. Oh, who would have thought? Who would have thought? Yeah, I wonder why. Oh my god, what a fucking freak. Oh my god. Oh my god, that is so funny. So fucking funny to me. Oh my god. Maybe it's real. You're right. I can't be a denier. You're right. Anyways, I think they're about to play War of the Worlds on the radio in a second, so everybody, get in your seats. Oh my god. That's so funny. Oof. That killed me. Okay. Oh, right. Well, we know the last one is Elias Jr., right? I don't know what his job was. Fuck, of course. Well, oh, I guess he could. Yeah, that's true. He could have been. No, because I think it says in one of her books, it said that none of the children took it. Yeah, in 58, it focused on the day her grandfather last announced that he would step down as president of the Roottrees Company, and the meeting determined his successor. Clancy told me that everyone got quite heated. Granddad was furious none of his sons would take over as president, but that's what he gets for holding on to it so long. Architects, preachers, and lawyers. Okay, so he was an architect, which makes sense because he built like a factory or something. That would be him? Okay. Okay. Oof. And then I don't know much about the wife, so. No, the person who became the second president is one of one, but he's the one who was volunteered. It goes to someone named Zach. Even though his surname doesn't match the candy, he's the firstborn son of the firstborn five-piece. Whoa, okay. So, the firstborn son of the firstborn five-piece, so one of the sons over here? Yeah, it'd be Gwendolyn's son, who I don't know. Ended up going to Zach even though his surname doesn't match candy. He's the firstborn son of the firstborn five-piece. Nope, hold on. Well, that's true. He would be on the left, yeah. Well, it says he's the firstborn son. I don't know if she had two sons. If that makes sense. Because she had two children, right? Yeah, she could have had a firstborn. She could have had a daughter and a son, and just the son was the firstborn son because he was the first. He was the first son, first and only, maybe, unless there were two sons. But I don't know whether it was two sons or a son and a daughter. Oh, here. After all, Angie's older than Zach. And I'm next older of us all. So I wonder if it was two children, unless it's just one of their children, one of the other children. I don't know. That's the issue. Oh, are Angie and Zach the kids? I didn't know that. I should have just taken better notes while I was doing this. I didn't remember that. I was too focused on reading, I didn't highlight anything. Okay, after all, Angie's older than Zach, and I'm next oldest after us. Okay, cool. Let's finish this, though. Yes, Sam and obscure relative would be included in family gatherings. Clancy swore he saw working alongside EC and John. Oh yeah, Sam. Yeah, Uncle Junior's wedding to Patsy. Well, if it's Uncle, then it's Eli, right? No, because this is Lauren's, right? Oh no, that's right. Yeah, it would have to be Eli. Yeah. Nope. Oh, that'd be maybe Patricia, right? Fuck, there's two. Fuck. Great. Two Patricias. We're out of luck. Pretty much running as many back alongside. No second syrup. Okay, that's fine. Last one. One of the 5 mentioned called Clark from Lauren. Okay, Clark's getting married. To someone named Danielle. I don't know who Clark is. Clark is the son. It's fine. I remember. Yeah, but didn't Clark have multiple wives? Yeah. I still don't know his job either. Musicians and artists and dancers and all sorts of nonsense. Yeah, the first wife would have to be like Danielle. Yeah, exactly. I guess Danielle Franks, maybe? Someone named Edward. Maybe one of the siblings. Zach's not a bad present after all. This is doing a good job raising her twins. Oh, twins, so it's probably these guys. And I think it mentions sister, yeah. Okay, so what was the name? It was, oh god. It was... Do we remember the name? It was like... Angie? Yeah. Okay. Twins. Their kids. Okay. So I think Angie is the oldest. Oh god. Maybe it's... No, what? Oh, that doesn't make any sense, does it? It is short for Angelica, so I guess they're not... like... Roottrees by name, maybe, because maybe she took the spouse's name. Yeah, Zachariah Morden. And then what about other Mordens? There's a Caroline. Gwendolyn, and there's a James. But the issue... No, because then her children could have taken Angelica's children. Angelica would have taken her husband's name, and their children would have a different last name. Yeah, okay. No, yeah. Okay. I don't have pictures. I don't know. Well, Angie would be a housewife because they all were. The only one who wasn't was Gwen. Zach was the second president. Oh no, we do have a picture. We do have a picture. Hold on. It's no, not this one. This one. And then, okay, so yeah, Gwen is not in this picture. These are just, I don't know who these people are. I wanted Eli to stand. Who's, oh, what? Eli? It's Eli, oh god. Instead of 4 of us stand together, and so we, right, so these right here are, it's Lauren and the siblings. Does she only have 3 siblings? Is that accurate? Yes, okay. And then everyone filtered in behind and in front. That's Miracle. That's Miracle Jr., I think. Which means that this is Zach. Okay. Nope, wrong place, my bad. That would have to be Sam, though? No, I don't think so. Oh, well, maybe. Yeah, because Sam... Yeah, weird. Hold on. Something's not right here. I wanted Eli to stand all the way to the left since... To me, he looked like Papa, but I was outvoted by my brothers. They insisted the 4 of us stand together, and so we clumped up in the middle and let everyone filter in behind in front of us. Huh. I don't know. That's weird, actually. Yeah. I guess it would have to be Sam? But... No, because I think... Yeah, unless the child is Sam, but... I don't know. I guess it never really said how old the child was, right? But... Zach would be next generation. And I don't know. Yeah, Zach would be next generation, and then their children would be the free spirits or whatever. I mean, it never did say how old Sam was. But even that seems weird. No, but even the implication also makes it seem like Sam is older. Yeah, and that he was working alongside the farmhands. So like, oops, I didn't mean to do that. So like, even in this picture, which is meant to be the next generation, we're missing somebody, right? Because this isn't all of the next generation. No clue. That's very strange. I don't know. Very strange, because that means I don't have a picture of Zach. I mean, there could be one here, but... No. Bonnie, next president guy, Hudson. Ernie Jr. Wendell and Miracle Jr., Jim Roottrees, Clark, Carl, and Eli M. Well, I'd have a picture of Gwendolyn, but I can't tell. Yeah, it has to be an inconsistency, because like nothing is lining up here. Because it's Lauren, the three siblings, Miracle, somebody, and then I assume this is Zach, this is Angie, this is what? Hold on. What am I missing here? I'm missing somebody. Oh, it's not even all of the next generation, is it? Well, I wouldn't include... It wouldn't include these ones, I guess. I mean, yeah, we know Gwen isn't going to be in there because it says so. The only one too good to make an appearance was Gwen. So Eli was there. Oh God, there's an Eli. Right, but that's no, that makes sense. Hold on, let me do something. No, it's fine, whatever. Yeah. Also, like, there was a line here, which is it was the remark the mother made. Maybe they wanted to go to the only member of the family who looks like he samples the product. And I don't know. like, if this is Zach, because Zach is the one who became the president, right? And that guy does look to be, like, a little on the heavier side. So maybe that's what they're saying? I don't know. It also, yeah, it doesn't specify much about Sam either. Because my only logic here is a witty comment from the mother is what's leading my guess to Zach. What was the other mention about Sam in the book? I don't remember. They just mention... Yeah, Sam, an obscure relative, was to be included in family gatherings. They summoned all the next gens to a secret meeting in Zach's office. Gwyn's in Paris, but the rest of us, including Miracle's boy, spent ages trying to unravel the mystery. I didn't recognize Sam at Uncle Junior's wedding to the party last year. At the reception, when I asked who Sam was, Pops shushed me, and I said it was complicated. Clancy swore he saw Sam working alongside the farmhands, EC and John, when he used to deliver past the old Anderson farm on his way to work. All three are on the books. Eli, Miracle's youngest, not my brother, even chimed in. This was in 63. Hold on. When was this taken? Does it say? No. Yeah, they never specify the fact that Clancy's a man. Yeah. None of us think that's proper for a multitude of reasons, but Eli certainly seems thrilled. Yeah. So I think this is Sam. Maybe. Because these two seem to have like similar hair colors, which is what I want to lean towards her. This being Angie, this being Zach. Maybe. I mean, it could be as well. I don't know, because I don't know what hair color. Oh no, she had black hair, so no, it would make sense for the redhead too. Yeah, for the lighter hair color too, because I don't know if she's a redhead. I mean, her hair's kind of red. Unless James Morden was a redhead, I guess so. I guess you're right. Because now, yeah, we now know that this is Zach. In addition to the witty comment from the grandmother, or mother, whatever. No, grandmother. And the fact that, yeah, Sam is a woman. It's the only thing that makes sense. Interesting. Oh, but it could be, I mean, I don't know. Interesting. Because it could be eye color as well, because this looks like to be green eyes and green eyes. So I have no clue. Okay. I don't know, maybe it's possible. It's possible that's right. No, if that was right, we would have completed it, right? Because we'd have Roottrees, we'd have Elijah Jr., we'd have Zach, and we'd have Angelica. So maybe that's not the right picture, and maybe it is her. Yeah, okay. That's what it was. Locked in the 5 pieces. Hell yeah. There we go. Booyah, baby. Oh god, who's calling me? Hello?
So, you may have heard the news. Some of Carl's things have gone missing. That includes the pictures and mail I brought you earlier. I promise I didn't steal it.
Oh, that's what they all say.
But I did borrow it. I'll return it once we're done. Let me deal with my family in the meantime. Oh, I guess that means I've officially confessed. I'm a Roottrees.
Okay.
I assure you I have a reasonable explanation for the secrecy. I'm about to do something big the family doesn't approve of. If you could just wait a little bit longer, I'll tell you more. In person. I'll return after 15 more blood relatives.
Oh my god. Alright, well, that seems like a good place to stop. before we have to go down another rabbit hole. Jesus. Okay. Oh boy. Yeah, we'll do more Roottrees tomorrow. We'll continue the deep dive into this family. And I guess whatever is going on in this world. And whoever Sam is, I suppose. But yeah. I hope you enjoyed. And other than that, stay safe, stay healthy, and I will see you tomorrow for more of The Roottrees Are Dead. Okay. Goodbye!